What is up, you guys? Welcome to another Tuesday with Spencer. Oh shit, it's Thursday. Welcome to another Thursday with Spencer here on FTM Transtastic. And this week we're talking about coping skills and how we cope. And my answer to that is terribly. Currently, I am drinking whiskey and Coke because this has been a hellish week. And, really, who copes? That doesn't sound like it's real at all. Ever. Please don't use me as a role model because I'm probably the worst person on this channel when it comes to coping because I rarely do it. And I don't know how people can just stay so positive all the time. I just don't believe that's real either. But anyways, I'll talk to you about a little bit of things that I do. I don't really condone any of this, but you do what you gotta do, and I think that's like what's the most important thing when it comes to coping. You gotta do what works, even if it's not the best or the brightest of the things here, but oh well. And you guys may see a sneak peek of this wonderful human that I'm dating. Their name is Max. They're in the background. This is their house, but I guess they're a little camera shy, so maybe we can encourage them to share how they cope. But we'll see. They don't like me. Alright, so the first thing that I do when it comes to coping is I try to get myself away from the situation that's causing me stress or dysphoria or whatever it is. I get a lot of dysphoria because I get misgendered all the time. But it's kind of something that I gotta be used to because as a non-binary individual, like, no one's going to use my pronouns. Everyone's going to assume. And I'm very fortunate in the sense that he, him pronouns don't cause me dysphoria, but they don't cause me euphoria either. So it's just kind of like this blah moment of like, okay, I guess we shall continue moving forward. So if I'm feeling like really dysphoric, I try to get myself surrounded by people or at least talk to people who respect me and use my pronouns and make me just feel great. So I guess that would be the first tip. Get yourself away from the situation and surround yourself with positive people or positive things. So, tip 1. The second thing I do, which, don't do if you're underage, is drink. I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for that, but yeah, I do drink, so that's fine. I mean, I guess the best thing to do is, like, to think of something that's, like, productive or more positive than alcohol or drugs, but sometimes it's bad, and this is what you got. This is what you got. And say when it comes to coping with dysphoria, this is also terrible. Like, don't ever compare yourself to people, but I do it. So I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Like, I don't know if y'all do this, but I do this all the time. Like, if I'm upset and dysphoric at the fact that I haven't had top surgery yet, right? Then I'll just and I see another trans guy or trans masculine human who's had top surgery. Then I just be like, it's cool, at least, my chest is small enough that I don't have to bind all the time. Like right now I'm not binding, and I don't bind at work unless I'm an EMT. So I'm blessed that I don't have to bind all the time. So I'll say things like that to myself and that'll make me feel better. Or if I'm feeling super shitty, I would say things like, that person has top surgery, but I'm 6'1". And that sounds terrible. That's so bad. Don't do that. But sometimes, I'm vain. I'm terrible. I'm really bad. So I don't know. I don't know what the best way to say that is, but sometimes you just gotta be selfish and vain and, celebrate your accomplishments. At least that's what I do. But I think, looking at progression is much better than comparison, etc. And it's not really sustainable. Like, you can't exist off of, I don't know, thinking you're better than everyone else or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a terrible role model when it comes to this. Don't listen to me. Don't do it. Another somewhat decent tip that I would say would be, this is also bad too. Honestly, just cope however you cope. And if it's not like what society would say is the most positive or the best, you know, as long as you're not doing too much harm to yourself and not doing any harm to others, then, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta survive. However you survive, whatever that looks like for you, do it. And try to get better coping skills, but until you have them, do what works. And don't crucify me for saying all the bad things, but I'm sure some of you guys have done the things that I've said, so I don't know. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a great week and are gearing up for an even better weekend. Max, you got anything to add?
No.
Max has nothing to add. Hopefully I can get them in a video at some point. But it is Thursday. It is Spencer. Yes, I dyed my hair. Until next time.